Welcome, your favorite podcaster. Better be your favorite podcaster. This is the bullshit podcast, No guest yet, even though I have this curtain up. For all you know, someone could pop out. For all you know, someone could just walk right out. Wait. I got no friends. No one came. Anyways, I told you guys that I was gonna do some Reddit stories because I was supposed to yesterday. Then I fell asleep, so that I didn't. So I'm doing them now. And y'all are just gonna have to deal with that because who's gonna do the videos? Me. Who's the one watching? You. Even though, I hope editing doesn't take all day, because editing that introduction took me a good 2 hours. So I hope this doesn't take 6 hours, I pray. We're just doing Reddit stories and the channel Am I the Asshole. If there's any recommendations, please leave them in the comments so that I can do them. I will do them. As long as there's nothing crazy like me jumping off a bridge, please no. And any reminders or anything I need to tell y'all is my mixtape is coming out February 6th, 2026. So watch it or don't. What can I ask for? If you want to see my music that's already out, my music account is going to be right here. And then my gaming account is going to be right here. Maybe I'll make it go in the sky. Maybe I'll make it go back down. Maybe I'll twist it around. We'll see. Anyways, that's those accounts. And let's just get straight into the video of Am I the Asshole? Okay, so this person says, someone at work stole my chair, so I had them arrested. And people call me dramatic. You know what? I got a new job in sales working for a company that sells access control systems, CCTV systems, etc. The chair in my cubicle was uncomfortable as if. So day 3, bought my own Herman Miller Arion chair. Herman Miller? Arion, I've never heard of that once. If someone could tell me what that is, never heard of it. Is that like a good chair brand? Is that like the Louis Vuitton of chairs? On day 4, it was missing. I looked around and other sales reps were sitting in it. I asked for it back and he basically told me to F off. Hey, you're sitting in my chair, can I have it? Fuck you. Oh, my bad. Like what? That's like what? I went and spoke to the owner of the company. He told me that the chairs aren't reserved, that they are first come, first serve. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like when we went to kindergarten and our parents used to give us supplies for school, and then they made us put it in a pile and they spin it around and then we all had to share the supplies. I bought that with my own money. What are you telling me it's not reserved that anyone can use it? That's dumb. What? I explained that I own the chair, yes, and it cost me $1,800. Who's spending $1,800 on a chair? Not me. I could buy food. Imagine how much food I could buy. I could buy a lot of food. Anyways, he told me that I needed to come in earlier if I want that chair. The next day, the same guy was sitting in it. When I got to the office, I told him to give it back or I was going to call the cops. He refused, so I called the cops. Right? It was quite the scene. But in the end, he admitted that he took my $1,800 chair. I was prepared. I had the receipts, which showed the serial number. Yes, Arion chairs have serial numbers. When did a chair have a serial number? We're acting like it's a whole PC. Well, for $1,800, of course. How about I want my chair back if it was $1,800? But this chair is $30. So, but if I had an $1,800 chair, I'm fighting you to get my chair back. Actually, if it was a 2-story, you're going out the window and I'm fighting you. I'm jumping out the window Superman style. into the sky and just beating you down on the ground. They're gonna need kryptonite. They're gonna need everything. You are fucked up if you think you're taking my $1,800 chair, my $1,800 anything. If this was $1,800, I'm beating your ass till I get it back. What are you talking about? See, that was loud for no reason. Like, I just wanted, like, to cause a scene. Anyways. They asked me if I had wanted to press charges. My new boss said I would be terminated if I had him arrested. So I said, absolutely, I want to press charges. I would too. You took my $1,800 chair. My new boss fired me on the spot, so I carried my chair out with me. I was leaving, and yes, the cops arrested the dude who took my chair. He admitted to it. Yes. The dude who took my chair has been in the industry for about 15 years, but he's going to lose his security license, which means he won't be able to work in the industry. He's going to lose his job. I don't give a shit. He would have if he wouldn't have stole my chair. Am I the asshole for making this dude lose his job? No, you're not. Because if someone stole my $1,800 anything, it would be raps. It would be raps. If anyone stole my $1,800 anything, oh my god, the things I would do, like, to hurt. Like, I would... No. It's... No. Would I be the asshole if I publicly confronted my mill at Thanksgiving? My mill and I had a huge falling out recently. She had made it clear that she doesn't want me to be with her son. Last week I had to take my kid to the ER and had no choice but to ask my mill to come stay with my other toddler. I had a nanny cam from years ago, and I decided to set it up just in case. When I checked it, I saw my mill shoving something pink inside of my retainer. When I went to check, I found a pink thong. Was it used? Was it used? Get the fuck away from me. I laughed so hard, and I want to return it to her on Thanksgiving for everybody. And when she denies it, I'm going to show the footage. My husband thinks it's too harsh, but I think it would be a lesson learned to not mess with my marriage. You put your pink thong in my retainer. That's good. Wait, that says recliner. I'm just dyslexic. Oh, you said. Anyways, I don't want your pink thong anywhere near me. That crusty, dusty, yellow discharge pink thong. That's not even pink no more. It's probably like pink, brown, and yellow. Like polka dots. Oh my, ew, no. You are not the asshole. You would not be the asshole. Actually, matter of fact, I would like slingshot it like a sling right into her fat ass forehead. No. I would be so pissed off. Am I the asshole for giving my friend her baby back before I was supposed to? I'm generally struggling with this, so I'll take any honest / direct feedback I can get. I, female 26, am childless, which I think may be really relevant here. My close friend A, F, female 27, had her second baby, R, almost 4 months ago, and her first T about 7 years ago. A-R-T. R-T-A. Rat? Oh. Wait, that spells rat. Oh my god. Wait, R-A-T. Anyways. Has been having trouble adjusting to his new siblings. She has been feeling a lot of guilt around this, so I let her know that once she's comfortable, I'll be down to babysit R so that she could have a one-on-one time with T. She knows that I have 12 siblings. I was literally born an aunt, and she's so comfortable with this. She took me up on the offer on Halloween so that she could take T trick-or-treating. She asked if I could keep R overnight so that she and T could take a part in some tradition or other. I adore the baby, so of course I said yes. Halloween rolls around. A drops R off at my apartment at around 4 p.m. and everything's fine. After about an hour, A FaceTimes me to check on the baby. Another 45 minutes go by. A FaceTimes me again. No problem. This baby is really young, so I totally get the anxiety. She continues to FaceTime me every 30 minutes to an hour. Even when she takes T trick-or-treating, she get to a spot with no signal or Wi-Fi to try to call me. The call would drop and she would call back to back until the FaceTime stopped dropping the calls. At some point, they finish up trick-or-treating and go to their Halloween tradition. Whatever it is, it runs late. She's still wide awake and FaceTiming around 10 p.m. When I'm getting ready for bed, I ask her if she wants me to bring R home. She insists that she doesn't want that. I let her know that both R and I are about to be asleep, and I definitely start getting a little a-holy around here. Maybe this would be a good time to finally focus on T. She continues a FaceTime every 30 minutes to an hour. I answer or call her back every time. The last few calls I tried to break it to her gently that she's keeping both me and R awake, and he's already not a great sleeper. So it's getting a little rough setting him back down after her calls wake him up. She does not care. Okay. I finally get fed up at one point. A is clearly tired. R can't sleep because his mom won't stop calling. I won't put my phone on silent while I'm babysitting someone's newborn for obvious reasons, yes. And I'm irritated after we hang up the last time. I pack R and his things and I take him home. She's gently upset with me. I thought I was doing the right thing because she was clearly struggling with being away from the baby. She was asleep by the time I dropped R back off, so it's not like I disturbed their time. I don't have kids. Maybe that's why I can't gouge this issue, but someone please let me know if I was an asshole for bringing the baby back home. Both. You are the asshole because, like, a little bit, because, like, I don't even know, because what tradition on Halloween goes from, like, 10 to, like, that far? But also, if you're babysitting, you kind of have to stay up, like, till they're able to pick up the child or either drop them off, you have to stay up. It's not like it was, like, it depends on what time it was, because, like, if they're still out by 12, 1, then yeah, like, I'm dropping them off. But if they're, like, you say 10 o'clock, so, like, 10 p.m., Halloween tradition, they're probably having, like, a Halloween party, or they back at the house. It's, like, a whole lot. She also, like, she's just paranoid. And if you were talking to her saying, like, hey, like, he can't sleep because you keep calling, he's safe, just text me, and that's some type of different story, but she wasn't doing that. But newborn baby, so it's stressful. I think it's neutral. I think you're not the asshole, neither is she. It's just, it was an issue, and that maybe you should be babysitting, and maybe you should just watch your kids. That's how I think it is. Am I the asshole for calling my friend a brat because she's ungrateful for the wedding her parents paid for? Whew, okay. My friend got married a few years ago. She was 26. She wasn't a teen bride who had no money or resources or something. Her parents paid for about $80K plus, maybe closer to $100K for her wedding. $100K wedding? Most people don't even make $100K in a year. So all that for just a wedding is crazy. Which a wedding is like a lot, but which is a huge amount of money. It is a huge amount of money. This is a topic we've skirted over in the past, but when it came up again recently, I knew that she didn't love her wedding, but didn't know the extent of it. I was at her house and she had a framed wedding photo of her dining room table. I asked if she was going to finally put some portraits up, and she said that her mother had given it to her recently, but she wasn't gonna put it up because she doesn't like thinking about the days that she got married. I'm sorry, but if I got married, I'm the bride. I would eat down a wedding dress though. Let's not be honest. Let's be honest. I would eat that down. If someone could edit a wedding dress on me, I would eat it down. But if I was I even spend it. If someone spent $100,000 on a wedding for little old me, even if I get divorced, even if a car runs through, it gets better. Even if I get divorced, I'm still gonna cherish that wedding because how much money was put into it. Imagine how many blood, sweat, work, tears, like how much time and effort it took to get that money. Like some people don't understand the value of a dollar. So it's just like, we started talking about her wedding and she started crying and ranting about it. I was empathetic at first, but at some point I started to get annoyed. Her parents poured a fortune of money into her wedding, more than I or most people could ever dream of. Yeah. And she's just completely ungrateful for them. She ranted about everything from the flowers to the food to the people to her parents invited. She acts like she had some horrible reception when it was very nice. She's just unhappy because she had a religious cultural wedding to appease her parents, and it didn't turn out exactly how she wanted. But she's an adult, and she's an adult and was an adult. She didn't have to take their money for her wedding, and she could have funded it herself. She chose not to. If you're paying $100,000 and you're telling me I'm gonna get married walking into the ocean, I'm walking to the ocean. What? Culture or not, if it's their culture and their religion, you grew up with it. Be proud and be prideful of your culture and religion. So what if it wasn't the marriage you wanted, okay? The wedding you wanted. I understand it's your day, but still, that much money was poured into it, and you could just have, well, like she said, you could have funded it yourself, but you didn't. You took their money, so the way they're gonna want to do your wedding, that's how they want. It's equivalent to a loan shark. Hey, can I have this amount of money? Cause for this product, yes, but I want you to market this way. Like they're literally giving you the money. You don't get to choose what you want to do with the money. They're giving it to you so that you can fund your wedding, but they want your wedding to be a certain way because it's like their culture. They're giving you the money. You could have funded it yourself, and that would have been. I promise that would have been no issue. If you would have funded it yourself, I bet you that they would have tried to chip in and help you. So either way, you would have got what you want and been proud that you funded it yourself. But no, you're just a lazy, spoiled brat. Anyways. Eventually, I got annoyed and pointed this out. And the conversation got sort of heated. She wants to act like some sort of martyr because she made concessions to her parents because she's the only child syndrome. But once again, that was her choice. She wanted a similar or simpler wedding. She should have paid for it. She implied that I was jealous and I said, of course I am. That's a lot of money and you're being such a brat about it. She got really upset and ended up leaving her house. Am I jealous about a $100,000 wedding? Yes. I get jealous when I see people eating food. When I see someone holding a lollipop in their hand, I'm like, yo, I want that. And I get jealous. If I see someone getting food or from school, or like they get something good or looks good, I'm like, yeah, I'm jealous. What the hell? What are we talking about? So of course I'm gonna be jealous over a $100,000 wedding, and then you're upset because of that. And you didn't even say it raw. She said that's a lot of money, and you're being such a brat about it. I ended up leaving her house. This reminds me of one of those sitcoms. Stop it! And then walks out the house. Like, are you dumb? Am I the asshole? ETA. From the comment I made. I know people are shitting on me in the comments, and I'm not arguing about the YTA thing, but I think people are not getting our dynamic very wrong. No, I'm not ghosting her or going to stop being friends with her, and no, she's not getting a divorce anytime soon. She doesn't constantly complain, and she's not like some down-rodden, unpressed person either. We had a fight. I'm seeing that maybe I am the wrong in my perspective, and yes, I am jealous of her, and as I said in my original post. I do see now that I was probably impressing too much of what I thought she should think of her, and it wasn't fair to call her a brat, and I will call her and apologize later. No. Okay, maybe apologize, but you're not wrong for calling her a rat. She is being a brat. She was being a brat. I hate gullible people. Like, that pissed me off. Cause I hate people who don't understand the value of a dollar. It's like so. Like, I understand like big corporations. Like, okay, like if I'm in a restaurant and I see a good, like, I got this from my mom. Cause if we go to a restaurant and we see a cool looking spoon, I'm taking that spoon. Cause number one, these restaurants got mad money to be buying new ones, and I like cool spoons. Have you ever went miniature golfing or golfing and you took one of the golf balls? Cause they can pay for that back, but some people don't understand the worth of a dollar. Like, I don't even know. Like, it just that pissed me off. Am I the asshole for telling my neighbor that the reason her son is in jail is solely her fault and not the victim's? Trigger warning. Okay. So my neighbor's son was in the police academy, and I guess he had to do I don't know what you're supposed to call it, an internship in a juvenile facility. One of the inmates there was a 13-year-old girl, so apparently the girl, okay, and indicted him, and then they had, okay, I don't know whether they got caught or the girl told, but it was found out, and now he's in prison for unlawful activity, and now he's doing 25 to life with no chance of parole. My neighbor is saying that it's the girl's fault because she indicted him, and men can't control themselves. Oh my god. I told her that was bullshit, as it is. Men can't control themselves. Men have control. He was the adult, and it was his responsibility to tell her to put her clothes on and walk away. She got mad saying men can't control that. Yes, they can. I'm a man and I control that. I said so. You're saying that. The fuck did they just write down? I said so. You're saying so has no reasoning ability, and that he is no more than an animal, which is another reason he should not be around a vulnerability demographic. If you can't control yourself, something wrong with you. That's what they call predators. People, bro. That's equivalent like walking past the store. Like, I just pulled my gun out and shot them, and I stole all the things from the store. I just couldn't control myself. You look dumb. Like, She called me an asshole and went back to her house in tears. I told her that the only assholes in this scenario was her and her son. Her for trying to blame a child, and him for falling for it and abusing a child. My husband says he knows I was right, but I should have said nothing. As a child who was abused and blamed for it by adults, I can't. When I was 7 by my uncle, and my mother told me it was my fault because I indicted him by always being around him. She literally brought me. Okay, my video cut, so we're gonna be doing this again real quick. I'm gonna start where I think I left off, which was when I was 7 by my uncle and my mother told me that it was my fault because I indicted him by always being around him. She literally brought me to his house and she said that I should have waited outside then and nothing would have happened. So when my neighbor said that, it triggered me. My husband hugged me and said he gets it and then apologized, but part of me wonders if I'm the asshole for telling my neighbor the truth. No, you're not the asshole. Even though you went through your trauma, you're not the asshole. I don't believe you're the asshole. And her just saying men can't control themselves, that's just, I hate when people say that, like, oh, I can't control myself. Yes, you can. Unless you have some actual diagnosis, you can't, then it makes no sense. It just pissing me off. So, hopefully you also enjoyed the Reddit story. Hopefully it worked. I did a good couple amount of them, so it's good. If you want to check out anything else, please check out my intro. There will probably be more videos later today, tomorrow. If I film later today, they're probably coming out tomorrow, because editing. If you want to see my music, check my music channel. If you want to see my gaming, check my gaming channel. I will probably be posting on my gaming channel really soon. There's 3 videos on there right now, but I'll be posting majority on all channels. Music, my mixtape comes out February 6th, 2026, so that's the next post y'all really get over there. It's 14 songs. If you want, check out my Instagram, I'll put it right here. And then I'll put my music account Instagram like right here. So if you guys want, then go ahead. Thank you for being and watching the podcast, and I will see y'all later. Peace.